Hello friends, how are you? So in this video, I am going to discuss with you a very important topic of English grammar, that is active and passive voice. See, active and passive voice is as much as important as the other topics of the English grammar like tenses, indirect, direct and indirect speeches, question tags, etc. But in active and passive voice, why it's important? Because it's a very common language used in the all the world or throughout the world, where it is asked in every kind of exams. It is asked in every kind of 10th class board exams, intermediate exams, competitive exams too. Why it is given most much importance is because of its usage. So its usage is very common in usual days. Okay, so let me start by giving the introduction and how to use an active and passive voice here. When the subject of the sentence performs the verb action, we say that our sentence is in the active voice. So active voice. So what is a voice? A voice means the verb, the sentence which we speak in every day in a usual words. So that means when we call it as active voice is when it contains the subject which performs any action. That means it's a main verb. The action of the main verb is done by a subject here. Okay, all of you. So we say that sentence is in the active voice here. So here the example is given to you, all of you here. Mohan writes a letter here. So you can see it, all of you, on the screen here. The Mohan becomes a subject here, where Mohan is doing the work of writing a letter. So the letter becomes an object here, and the verb is my writes is my verb here. So Mohan is is doing the work of writing a letter. So Mohan is the writer of the letter. He is a doer of the action and he is called as active. Okay, all of you. So he has been called as active here. So that means the sentence becomes my active voice. So in a simple words, I in fact could say you that what is active voice is the active voice is a sentence where it contains subject, the verb and the object. Okay, all of you. So moving on to the next topic here, next slide. So what is passive voice in the short here? All of you just go through this also. A sentence is a passive voice. On the other hand, when the subject is acted on the verb, the passive voice is always constructed with the conjugated form to be. I'm sorry, it's to be here. So it is to be plus the verb's past participle. So if you remember, the verb contains V1, V2 and V3 form. Yes. So when you say V1, V2 and V3 form here, so when if I take an example of go, so go becomes went, gone, go, went and gone. So gone is my V3 form, and this V3 form is called as a past participle. So the V1 form is called as a base form, that is a present tense form. V2 is called as a past tense form, and V3 form is called as a past participle form. That means it's saying that my passive voice should contain V3 form, that is past participle form. I hope this is clear to you. So moving on to the more examples, you will understand more easily. So doing this generally generates a preposition as well. So when you are writing a sentence in the passive voice, you need to use a preposition, and mostly the preposition used is by here. Okay. So the previous example which I gave you, the in active voice, that is Mohan writes a letter here. The passive voice of the sentence becomes a letter is written by Mohan. So a letter is written by Mohan. So what changes can you find here? So first of all, I could say here that the meaning of the sentence is the same. That means Mohan is the person who is writing a letter. But when I say in this sentence here, a letter is written by Mohan, what can you understand here is the object came to the first position and the subject went to the second position. That thing I understood here. So in the above sentence, letter is written here. It is sufferer of the action in writing. It is lazy and it is passive. We call this as passive. Okay, all of you. And the second thing you can understand here is written is my V3 form, that is the past participle form here. Okay, all of you. So V3 form is my written here, past participle form. So fine. So let us understand more about this one. So remember, you can easily rewrite an active voice sentence to a passive voice sentence. The object in the active voice sentence becomes a subject in the passive voice sentence. So this has been already told to you in the previous slide. So the verb is changed to be plus past participle, already done here. So the subject of the active voice follows by, or sometimes it is omitted. So sometimes the subject is being told, and sometimes it is being omitted, all of you. Okay. Now let me start by giving you few more examples on this topic. First example, Sam wrote a letter. So Sam becomes the subject here. Wrote is a verb here. A letter to Jamie. So there are two objects here, letter and Jamie. So it depends whether you want to use first object or second object, you can use any of the object to convert into the passive voice. So the answer for this active voice becomes a letter was written to Jamie by Sam. So they have taken first object to the subject place and subject comes to the object place here. Now what about the change in the verb is the verb remains the same. That means the verb will only change from V1, V2 or V3 to V1, V2 or V3, whatever the verb it is, to only V3 form. That is to past participle form only. Okay, so the verb is changed only to past participle, that is the V3 form here. So write, wrote, written. Written becomes the V3 form here. So written is my V3 form here. Since wrote is a verb where the tense is a V2, that is a past tense here. So I can say that is a past tense. So in active voice, remember, for past tense the helping verb is was. So was is used here to write here in the form of the be form. Okay, so a letter was written to Jamie by Sam. By Sam. By is a preposition and subject comes to the object place here. So it becomes by Sam. I hope this example is understood to you. So coming to next example here, which will be much more clear to you. The government built a new bridge. So again the government is a subject here, build is a verb here, a new bridge is an object here. Okay, so again what the rule says, the subject easily goes to the object place and object easily comes to the subject place. This reversing of the subject to object is the only work which you have to do in the passive voice when you are converting to the passive voice. So a new bridge was built by the government. Again built is in the V2 form here, which is being converted to V3 form. So built and built will be same in V2 and V3 form, but V2 is a past tense. So for past tense the verb, helping verb which you call is used is was. So we should use the same tense. Remember it, the tense will not change, tense remains the same. Tense remains the same here, and the answer is a new bridge was built by the government. There is a preposition also should be used, that is the by preposition is used here. Okay, I hope this also is much more clear to you. Coming to the next example here, I recommend that you apply for this position. So it is recommended. So how does this answer becomes here? It is recommended that you apply for this position. So here I recommend that you apply for this position. There is again a rule here which I will explain you in the later slides. Now moving on to the simplest structure of both the voices, that is active and passive voice here. Whenever you are writing active voice, follow the structure subject plus the verb plus the object. Whenever you are writing a passive voice, the structure becomes object plus the verb plus the subject. Okay, all of you, I hope this is clear to you. Now there are some rules for changing the active to passive voice which I already told you. I will be telling you now. So rule number 1 says, as mentioned, the structure of the sentence will be reversed in the passive voice. The place of subject and object will be interchanged. The subject will shift to the place of the object and object will take the place of the subject in the passive voice. Okay, so already the example is written here. I already explained you the example to you. Only in the rule form they have given you one more example. He buys a camera is bought by him. Okay, I hope this is clear to you also. Moving on to the next rule here. Rule number 2 says, only the past participle or third form of the verb eaten will always be used as the main verb in the passive voice for all tenses. No other form of the verb will be used as the main verb. Okay, so we are not going to use any other form of the verb. We are not going to use V1 or V2 when you are converting into the passive voice. We will only use V3 form of the verb. Okay, all of you. So it can be seen in all examples whichever I have given you in the previous slides also. Okay. Next, rule number 3 says the word by will be used before the subject in the passive voice. So we are going to use the word by as a preposition here. Already it has been known to us. Next, coming to rule number 4, other words such as with or to may also be used instead of by depending on the subject of the sentence. These words are used in very few cases. So this becomes an exception here because mostly we use by in our passive voice. But when the sentence is used here to take a meaning for the sentence, we need to use to or with also. Okay, see this example, all of you. I know him he is known to me, not by me. If I say he is known by me, the meaning of the preposition changes the meaning of the sentence. So that means I had to use here to. So he is known to me, that is, a person is known, he knows me. That's the meaning of the sentence here. Okay. So water fills a tub. A tub is filled with water, not by water. So again, by water will become again wrong here. Okay. So with water, we are filling the tub with the water here, not by water. So in this way, the preposition to and with also are used in few cases. So coming to the next rule here, see basically I have made only 5 to 6 rules only. So excluding fifth rule, which is an exception. Afterwards I'll tell you some more exceptions. Now see here, all of you, rule number 5, the auxiliary verb will be changed in the passive voice depending upon the tense of sentence in active voice. These are the rules for changing the auxiliary verb for each tense. Okay, already I told you this helping verb or auxiliary verb both are named the same. So the helping verb changes depending on the tense used in the active voice. Okay, so if the active voice uses, in the active voice if they use the tense as past tense, so I need to use past tense in the passive voice also, which I have already told you in the previous examples. See here, in the active voice the tense used here is present tense here. So I need to use here also my helping verb will be in present tense, that is. Okay, so water is drunk by her. Yeah, so in this way I had to use the helping verb depending on the tense. This is the rule number 5. Rule number 6 says subject may not be always mentioned in the passive voice. Passive voice for some sentence can also be written without having a subject. It is clear idea about the subject. So always subject is not mentioned in the passive voice. Sometimes subject is also being skipped. It's not necessary if the subject is not known to us. For example, someone has stolen my pen. So who is the person? Someone, the subject is not mentioned or not clear here. So if I write the answer, my pen has been stolen, that's it. By someone is not required to write. Okay, all of you. So similarly, I will be showing you some more examples on the screen. You can observe it on this rule number 6, where subject is not required to write always if the subject is not clear with the person who is doing the action. Okay, all of you. Next comes the passive voice. One more example I have written here. Sugar is sold in the kilograms. Okay, so here also subject is not clear here, clearly given to us. Fine. Now what it is saying here, the above rules except rule number 5 are the basic rule for the changing the active voice into the passive voice, and all the types of the rules applies. So except the rule number 5, all the rules are the basic rule which has been used. Okay, so I hope rule number 5 is also very much important, and rule number 6 is used sometimes. So I think this is rule number 6 to be written here. Yeah, it is rule number 6 here. So rule number 6 is used sometimes because sometimes the subject is not mentioned clearly to us. So then we have to use there is no need to use the subject in the passive voice. So subject in the passive voice is not used here. Fine. So I have some more rules for you, exceptions for you. Let me show you that also. So here starts my imperative sentence. So whenever the sentence beginning with the let, permission, suggestion, what to do here. Okay. So let us say when the object is given, making the passive voice as follows. See, there are many rules under this passive voice and active voice, but I have mentioned only the important rules which they ask mostly in the exams. Okay. So let me play here is a permission asked here, where we are starting with the let here. Okay, so what is the answer? It could be here, I may be allowed to play here. Let me play here. So already the subject is help him. He should be helped. He should be helped. So him is the object here, where he comes to first position. Okay, now coming to next point, when no object is given, begin a sentence with it is suggested. So there are the cases where no object is given to us. Let us stay here. Which place? The place is not mentioned here. Here it is suggested that we should stay here. This is the answer. Let us sleep here. It is suggested that we should sleep here. So just begin a sentence with it is suggested and continue sentence and complete sentence in this way. It is suggested that we should sleep here. I hope this is much more clear to you. Just once learn these rules and keep in mind, it will be easier to you if they ask you an exam. But mostly whatever I have told you, the rule number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, those rules are very much important. Then these exception rules. Okay, all of you. So now comes the permission here. See, imperative sentence contains permission, advice, request, and so on. So those kind of sentences are called as imperative sentence. So when those sentences are given to us in the exam, how to convert it into the passive voice? That is our here the rules are given to us. When the object is given, make passive voice with the object. So when object is given, then what to do? So object plus should plus past participle. So when object is given, obviously we can make a object as my subject here. So obey parents. Simple advice is given to us. Okay, parents should be obeyed. The object comes to the first position and it is written this with the should and past participle. So past participle V3 form is obeyed. Listen to me. I should be listened to. Me becomes the object and it comes to the first position. Prepare for war. You should be prepared for war. So these kind of sentences you should understand it whether they are of imperative sentence or they are of general assertive sentences. So moving on to the next slide here. Now below that imperative sentences there is one more note here. Use of let is avoided in this type of sentences. So in these type of sentences let is not used. Let is not required to use. When no object is given, begin the sentence with you are allowed, requested or advised. So now let us say that in these type of sentences they didn't give the object to us. So they haven't mentioned an object, then what to do? Okay, in this type of sentence, that is a request, permission and advice. So please come soon. See the example here. So you need to start with you are allowed or you are requested to come soon. So please come soon becomes a request here. So obviously we will use you are requested to come soon. Please don't talk loudly. You are requested to not to talk loudly. There are some more examples. Yeah. So now let us understand by some more examples here. So Eiffel designed the Eiffel Tower. So how to convert this one is the Eiffel Tower was designed by Eiffel. So Eiffel is the subject here. Eiffel Tower becomes the object here. So Eiffel is a person who is doing an action of designing the Eiffel Tower. So the object comes to the subject place here. Designed becomes the designed is the verb and it is in the past tense. So my the helping verb or the auxiliary verb will also be in the past tense only. Okay, all of you. And the verb will be obviously in the V3 form, that is in the past participle form. So next, Columbus discovered America. America was discovered by Columbus. So next one. So these are some of the homework questions I want to give you. Copy these questions and try to do by yourself. If you have any doubt in any of the questions, comment me in the comment section. Change the following sentence to the passive voice. Change the following sentence reverse way. Passive voice is given to you here. You need to convert into the active voice. So let me tell you the first one so that it will be easy to you. The statue is being visited by hundreds of tourists every year. How will you convert this sentence into the active voice here? So here my subject is hundreds of tourists. Okay. So what can be the answer here? Hundreds of tourists are visiting the statue every year. Yes. So I hope you understood here everyone. Let me give one more example, second one also. My books were stolen by someone yesterday. So someone, again see here all of you, someone becomes a subject here. So someone stole my book yesterday. Since why stole will come here because the verb, helping verb is where. So we had to use stole only. So someone stole my book yesterday. Next one, these books had been left in the classroom by a careless student. Careless student had left these books in the classroom. Yeah, a careless student had left these books. So these books will come to its position in the classroom. So in this way you need to convert this next two sentences also and try to answer it by yourself. If you have doubt, ask me. See, first of all, you just check what is the subject. See, keep in mind, subject will always be after a preposition by. So, by plantation worker. So, plantation worker is my subject. This you keep in mind, all of you. I hope you understood. You will do it. You will follow the rules what you have mentioned it. Fine. Try by yourself and practice more and more to be perfect in this topic. Thank you all of you. Thank you for watching.